Hello and welcome to today's Extreme Pulse Steam Sale Wrap-Up. My name is GreeneTzu and I'm here to bring you the daily deals on Steam. Remember, these deals will be lasting for 48 hours, so you can check back even tomorrow on this video to see anything you might have missed. I will not be covering the community choices or the flash sales because they do not last long enough, but other than that, we will be covering all the daily deals and just my opinion on them. So without much further ado, we shall just get into that. Our first game for today will be Awesomenauts. 66% off, we're getting on $3.39. This has got to be the 800th time this game has been on sale. If you haven't picked it up by now, you really should now because it's probably the cheapest I've ever seen it. And not counting the humble deals where you could buy it for anything, but just on a regular sale, this is probably the cheapest. It's a very fun and very innovative side-scrolling MOBA game where you will take control of some ridiculous character and destroy the other ridiculous characters in order to get to their core and destroy it. And it has this awesome 80s cartoon soundtrack theme to go along with it, and every character has their own theme, and they're based a lot off personalities you may know, so hey, you can throw those in there and it's just a lot of fun. Really cheap, good fun. It's actually pretty challenging. If you can get into it, there's a lot of strategy goes into it. If you're any kind of fan of MOBA games, you'll like this. If you're not, this is a really great way to get into the genre since it's such a chilled out and really simple way to play them. So I can totally recommend that you pick up this game. It's so cheap for like the 100th time. Next up is Dungeons & Dragons Baldurs Gate, 75% off, right on to $4.99. This is a very old game, but a very fun one that's really held up over time. The graphics not per se, know that going in. This is an old game that does not look very good. It is not aged well, I think, in its appearance, so you should be aware of that. If that will bother you, if that will make it unplayable to you, you shouldn't pick this up. But if you like old school RPGs with really hard modes and just death-defying things with a really interesting story to go along with it and just nice gameplay mechanics that really started what was the series as of today, this is a really great pickup. It's got a lot of good things behind it, a lot of history behind it. The modern scene is awesome for it, and this one here will probably be the best deal you'll find for it. Also find it over on GOG, I believe, for the same price right now. It's been expensive for so long, around $20, and that's expensive for a really old game, and now it's really cheap. So if you've never actually played this game, I can totally recommend you go and at least give it a try. It's only $5, about as much as a sandwich, so definitely go and pick this game up. Sid Meiers Civilization V is 75% off, right on to $7.49. Its new expansion, Brave New World, has just been released, so it would be a really good time to pick this game up now, so you can add in that expansion to it. The expansion added a lot of great features to it, made it a lot more fun, I think. I enjoyed the game off the bat as it was. I've always enjoyed the Civilization games, but this one is definitely one of the best ones in the series as of yet. Its addition of, well, its improvement, moreover, of the religion system and the intrigue system was better, and the new expansion actually fixed a lot of the small problems it had, such as the enemy AI being just reckless and not very intelligent, and now it's actually pretty reasonable. It doesn't actually go and do random crazy stuff, so it's more fun, I think, now things are just reasonable and not insane every time. So this is a really great game, and it's just really cheap right now, so really one of the better deals out there right now. Eve Online is 75% off, right down to $4.98. This is not a standalone game, it is a monthly subscription-based game. This one-time payment will just get you some extra goodies in for your ships and your fleet. Eve is a really large-scale, one-server-based flight simulator where you'll fly around in a spaceship and do general other things. It's mostly not a combat simulator, it is an economic simulator, where it's a giant economic system with large corporations trade in and trying to get the best of each other. The combat in it is not actually fun. It's probably the weakest part of the game. Its real strength is in its large scale player base and how complicated it is. It does have a learning curve like a 90-degree cliff. Know that going in, it's going to be very hard to get into. It will take a little while, and there's a lot of crap going on. You can get boned really easily by other dick players. Since it is all in one server, and it does take a little while to get into it. It starts very slow, and it's just generally a slow game all around. If you can get through all that, though, it does become a very intriguing economic simulator with lots of different political disputes going on. It's even a lot of fun just to read about. If you can find some things about it, you just wars going on, 40,000 player wide space fleet battles. It's actually a really exciting game to just get to know about, but know that going in. So it's a lot of fun, but it is also a monthly subscription. Just know that going in, it's gonna cost you more after this initial payment as well. GreeneTzu is 40% off, we're down to $29.99. It's a AAA title, so that does reason why it's not super on sale, but still, it's not actually that big of a deal. It's only still $30, and it is just a general run-of-the-mill racing game. It is pretty exciting. The cars look very nice. The textures are as good as they can be, as you would expect. It is a general fun ride to play around with, although it's just not really the best deal out there right now. I don't know if I'd recommend you pick this title up at full price unless you're really into racing games. If you're really into racing games, you probably already have this game, but I don't think this is gonna convince you of anything. It's a fun game. It's a fun little sit down, play around with people, but it's just generally not the best deal out there right now. And I can't say safely avoid. I can't say safely go for it. It's your general opinion on how you like racing games and what you think of them. Metro Last Light is 40% off, bringing it down to $29.99. It is a big release, so that's also the reasoning behind its not very large sale. It is a very good first-person shooter and action game, with Light as a general huge part of the game where you will be taking down a lot of enemies with Light, stunning them so you can shoot them easier. It's a really interesting concept with some really nice textures in it and just little mechanics in it to make it really nice. Like you get a gas mask and you have to wipe it off to keep it clean, otherwise stuff gets in your way. So little stuff like that really makes this game really exciting. It's kind of scary as well. It has that small bit of horror aspect since you're running around in the dark and sewers a lot in this post-apocalyptic world. You can't always see the giant spiders coming at you. So it is a really fun title, and it's only been out for a little while, and now it's 40% off. I can totally recommend you pick this title up. It's so much fun. And I can also recommend you pick it up at full price as well. So even just bringing it down, it's a lot of fun. So definitely check this one out. Monaco, 50% off, going on at $7.44. It is a 4-player heist game where you will take control of one of many different kinds and classes of thieves to go and basically do a job on a building. And you can bring up to 3 friends to do it with you. You can do this online or offline on one screen or over multiple screens. So that's a really cool thing it has right there. Just one small mechanic that lets you just decide how it is you want to play the game and how you want to look at the screen. It's a lot of fun, especially with friends, as you can do a lot of fun stuff. All the different roles are so much fun to play, and when you're playing with people, it's quite a bit of fun. It got very good reviews. It's one of those games that everyone is being recommended to play lately. So at such a low price, 50% off, it's a really good pickup. It's a good pickup on itself as well. So if you enjoy that kind of stealthy co-op-y action that can get pretty zany and fun at times, it's definitely a good pickup and I would recommend it. Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Legendary Edition is 40% off, bringing down to $35.99. This is a very fun open world sandbox game with some poor combat and uninteresting quest lines. It's a fun game to play, don't get me wrong. It's a really cool game to just walk around and explore the world and do a bit of side questing and just get some stuff done. But the combat in it is not that much fun. It's not a very compelling story, I find. It's just a general run-of-the-mill thing. A lot of people enjoyed the hell out of it, and I can see exactly why they would. It is quite a bit of fun. It is a good time to play around by yourself. It's just a really fun single-player, non-linear story set in a very interesting world. But it's just not the most fun thing ever. So that's just my opinion on it. And it is still a fairly expensive title. It's been out for a while. This isn't a big sale on it. If you haven't already picked it up, I don't know why you wouldn't have. If you've been really wanting to pick it up, I guess now is a pretty good time too. But that shows generally my thoughts that it's not really the best title ever. Train Simulator 2013 is 80% off, bringing it down to $10.99. I love this game, mostly because I love trains. At the end of the day, it is just a game about driving trains on rails, and it's a really, really good one. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. I enjoy driving trains because I love trains. But that's all it is. All you do is drive trains. And if you really like trains or you like driving trains, you like this game. If you don't like those things, you probably won't like this game. So don't pick that up if you don't. If you like trains, pick this game up. It's definitely one of the pinnacles of train simulations, just like Euro Truck was. But it's just a train game. That's all it is. Our final game for today will be Trials Evolution Gold Edition. 50% off, bringing down to $9.99. This is a really fun motorcycle driving level game, much in the style of Excite Bike that you remember from the NES, except now it's really beefed up with modern day mechanics and graphics. It also has a level editor in it that'll put you in a lot of fun with a lot of different things you make, and the level editing scene is really into this game as well. It's really fun, really actiony and just crazy where you do these insane stunts on these motorcycles. It's very hard as well. It's not a very easy thing to get done as well, since motorcycles can sometimes control hard, and this game really emphasizes that. It is, though, a lot of fun to just watch, and once you do, you can watch back your replay, and that's a lot of fun too as well. And at $10, it's a really great pickup for it. It's just a lot of fun you can have. And the Gold Edition gives you a lot of interesting things like different skin packs and map tools to use. So it's a bunch of fun there. So totally recommend you can pick this up. And with that, that'll do it for the games for today. My name's been GreeneTzu, and I hope you've enjoyed this one for today. Remember these last 48 hours, so you can check back this video tomorrow if you need another look on these games. I'll still be here with this one. Also, be sure to check back for the other ones. Check out our website, theextremepulse.com, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/theextremepulse. Thank you for watching, and be sure to come back next time.